Good evening, Speed Gaming. Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. I'm Caleb. I'm in the booth with Space Drake, and
Hello.
we're watching Best Round of 64, Dark Moon taking on Reesewulf, and a little forced action with Thief Oreo. How you feel about this party, Space Drake?
Well, in most circumstances, this would be we are, sitting down and praying for good early magic in terms of a setup. But because of our blessings, we have a bit more interesting stuff going on. So that thief already has access to ninja spells. So we are flinging around a whole lot of black magic right out of the gate. Meanwhile, the white mage has additional level 1 MP, but will only be capped to a maximum of 5 spellcasts per level. And then the black mage also gets access to level 1 white magic.
Yeah, and they lose hit percent per level, but that's whatever. So the white mage, I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up with 7 level 1 charges because of that +2 bonus. They might end up with 9. I feel like I've seen them with 7 charges with -4 max MP on level 1 because you start with 2. But we'll see. So expect at least 5 charges at level 1. Maybe we'll get more. This is going to be an interesting race. Reesewulf went 3-0 in pods in the Agama pod. Dark Moon was in your pod, the Vorpal pod, and had to fight his way into the brackets via the last chance qualifier. So what can you tell me about... Oh, we're off. I was going to say, what can you tell me about Dark Moon? But we're running.
Yeah, well, so Dark Moon is a better runner than he gives himself credit for, and our early black magic is pretty poor, but we do have Heal 3 in white.
Yeah, Heal 3 in white going to be available to all 3 of the casters. That level 1 white magic for the black mage is not locked to what the knight or the red mage would learn. It's locked to what the white mage would learn, so that's everything. But Ice, Fire, Saber's pretty good. The Saber at level 1... getting 4 blasts of that with the thief, and Reese just getting blocked by the old lady. Just trying to get to these gear shops. That's an expensive bad gold bracelet. 45k for.
There's also a really good chain armor. Too bad nobody here can equip it.
Right? Maybe we'll come back if we promote. All right, lots of decent small weapons. Iron Hammer's +3. Saw Rapier in there. I think it was +2. Yep. So, and we've got keeping cabins. So making the cheeky checks. We have. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No immediate vendor item, but we have a decent spread of things available here at the start for safety.
Yeah, and we have the random beggar's choice on, so both runners starting with 5 free tents here. They get 5 tents, 7 heals, and 1 soft, and we're holding hands. And we get our first look at a monster in a box. This rank close. No, thank you.
Darkman says no.
Yeah.
Both of these runners going for the checks here. I'm a little surprised by this, given that there's not that much worth buying in Canaria in terms of like magic or anything.
Yeah, early magic always feels good. Early caster items, I mean, a light axe +2 would be better if we had a fighter with us, but having that early access to harm 2 is nice, and we could always sell it when we hit Elfland.
That's true.
So, I'll be curious to see if either of our runners do the cheeky manipulate in the shops and buy a bunch of cheap weapons and armor to fill their inventory so they can see what monster in the boxes are holding on to. But it's clobbering time. We're going to clobber an ice, and Dark Moon going with Saber strats on the thief. Gonna Saber up, swing that rapier, and down goes Dang.
Most of what you can do.
Dang doing his job, falling asleep. That's what Dang gets for pushing buttons. Reese the first runner through Garland, and Dark Moon right behind him.
Meanwhile, both runners hitting an encounter on the way in, making use of that light axe.
Yep. Both runners hitting level 3, and we're going to see the crown from the king, spitting, and tails.
And the tails. That means we're going the long way around to Elfland and Pravoka, and we might even... Well, no, they're probably not going to stop by the king on the way to Elfland just yet, because we have no realistic way of killing Astos just yet.
We have dreams. We have hopes. We have dreams. I mean, you could at least talk to him and see what he's going to give you.
This is true.
So we might see somebody just pop in, because if it's floater, you know, that changes priorities. But if it's another fetch, or if it's like rod or something like this, like, okay, we need this, but we don't need it now.
Darkmoon also apparently leaving the white mage down on purpose.
Well, hold on. We just opened a free dragon sword, and
Yeah,
we have at least 3 shots of saber, I think, on that thief. We might be able to reset out of this fight. Go all the way back. That's why we gotta save outside of dwarves now. Dwarves isn't safe anymore. Uh-oh. So I think walk in, get that dragon sword, get to northwest, and we can kill Astos with the dragon sword and some sabers. Dragon sword's pretty good. It's one of the thieves only get a handful of swords that they can swing above the vendor tier. And you get the dragon, you get the coral, and you get the rune. As long as they don't roll low, they're fine. But Hydras...
Hydras have damage poison. Hello.
Welcome to the show, FFR. It's not always this, but tonight it is.
Yep.
Darkmoon.
So, if anything, you actually kind of like to see that, because once you get more save items, it is incredibly easy to manipulate your way around the Hydras. You're only really worried about those showing up on trap tiles or chests. And okay, the king has the cube, which means we will be punching Astos in the face at some point, but Darkmoon opting to not do that right now.
Yeah, we'll come back for that. Now, the rivers, I mean, Hydras can show up. We can see them in the rivers for sure, but we could also see them along the way to ordeals. We can see them mostly overworlds, but yeah, we're not gonna bump into them into the dungeons. Level 3 black magic. I did get a look, but our tracker's got super good notes, so big shout outs to Bart Reynolds for doing the tracking for us.
Yep.
Lightning 2.
Lightning 2.
And with the note, very bad early magic. Good thing we got all these mages.
Yeah. We do have life in Invis in 4, but what does this have for us? And we have Zap and Nuke in Lit 3 in level 4 black magic.
So that's a nuke and warp. That's all we're buying from there.
Yeah.
All right. Cheap houses. So there's that. We got that going for us, which is nice.
But we are definitely looking for at least like 15,000 money or so that we can get everyone loaded up with some nukes and really get rolling.
I want to start calling it 15,000 money.
Hell yeah.
All right, Darkmoon's going to look for some ogres to get money. Not arachnids, sure.
Right now, I think Darkmoon is just taking whatever he can get.
Did we not have enough money to save at the end?
Possibly not. And Reese going for okay, this is grabbing some save items and going straight for Marsh. This is a play. I would rather do early Marsh than early Ice, but Darkmoon doing the play that I would lean towards. Go check Crescent. It's another free item. Mm-hmm.
It's another look at the look for the vendor item. And Darkmoon looks like you're playing with a little bit of tilt early on. I think the seed's not going as well as our mental prep, but a lot of big resets going backwards, and that sort of thing builds frustration.
Yeah.
So want to hopefully see Darkmoon level out here and start making the plays as Reese into the Marsh Cave.
I actually do understand another reason that Reese is doing this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know that nuke is at level 4, and you know that if there's, like, any kind of, like, speed leveling or anything to be done over by Crescent Way, you want a good sweeper, and you know where your good sweeper is.
Yeah, I think right now our runners are crossing their fingers and hoping that something is in Provoca. With level 2 magic still unknown. Maybe we'll find Fade, maybe we'll find Ice 3 or something. But Darkmoon makes it to Crescent. That's still nothing super great. Cure for Life 2. And okay, it's fine. So we'll have a couple shots of Cure 4 and Life 2 by the time we get to the canal. Okay. Alright, Darkmoon gonna probably save it here and head up to Provoca. Reese doing okay here in the Marsh Cave, up to level 5. And we're gonna do some healing and continue the clearing of the Marsh Attic. So there's Darkmoon making the play. I wonder if Darkmoon's going to pop into Volcano Armory if we're feeling super cheeky to open all those boxes. Maybe on the way back. Alright, Reese heading into the next room in the Marsh Attic. Doesn't want to step on free tiles, wants to take these encounters. Some bold strategies. See how it pays out. What? Okay, I thought Darkmoon was going to Ice Cave. I was literally about to have a heart attack. I thought Darkmoon was going to dive ice with a total of 200 HP across his entire party. Alright, so last boxes here of the... Yep, Marsh Attic is not for us, so we got to go to the basement. And Darkmoon... Ooh, Geist with that vanilla stun touch. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Ice not going to be super effective against them. We gotta run. Gotta run. Alright. Into Provoca we go. What's level 2 magic got for us? And black magic we got Cake and Ice 2. It's fine.
Awful.
It's fine. It's fine. Bring Dang back. Go check the level 2 white. Go check the level 2 white.
Darkmoon, please.
Alright. He doesn't want to check level 2 white. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's maybe okay.
And time to do the pirates the slow way. It doesn't matter if he's got money or not. He can look and get the information, Gouda. Hanging out in chat. Trying to explain what Darkmoon's doing. We checked level 2 black magic. Didn't buy cake. Could've. Walked outside, killed some ogres, maybe. Alright. Almost to the basement for Reese. And the pirates aren't really as scary as they once were. You know, back in the day, you'll hear the old timers grousing about thunder pirates and stuff, but now we've got safe pirates, so
unless it's specifically unsafe pirates flagged, but that does not come up in this round of the tournament.
No, and unsafe pirates is not a flag that you would. And there we go. We got B-side tiles. So Gershark Big Eyes, pretty good. Darkmoon gets the TNT. So now we get to go all the way back. Now, Space Drake. The bridge is loose. The bridge is loose in the world. It is preventing us. Oh, level 2 white. Harm 4 and wall and cure 2. Harm 4. I'll go get that Harm 4. We got ice and Marsh still ahead of us. Harm 4 will basically do fade damage on undead. And there's Adamant.
There's Adamant for 21k. Well, all right. We know where it is.
Go buy that Harm 4 and go pop grind and look for some zombies.
I also like wall at level 2. Like, that's reasonably accessible, and that's a ribbon you can slap on a lot of people.
Darkmoon gonna go make the cheeky check. So I was gonna say, bridge loose in the inner sea. It could be here in Matoya's. It could be. But TNT from Bicky, adamant in the shop. The dwarves must have been visiting Provoca and got raided when the pirates invaded. Because all their stuff's there. Yeah. Cannon, right? Yeah.
Meanwhile, Reese continuing to have some problems in Marsh. This seed not being kind to either one of our runners.
No, both runners were sort of excited about a dumpster fire. I think there's a penchant for runners to be excited about finding a dumpster fire because it's entertaining to watch. But when you're racing a dumpster fire, there's not a good feeling associated with that. Because every bad thing you see, you wonder if your opponent saw it. You could assume that they do, but that would be...
Okay, Darkmoon getting plenty of cash at least.
Yeah, we got about 10k. So we're halfway to Adamant.
Yeah. Or now, we have plenty of money for spending on Nuke, for example. We can actually get this party rolling.
We are not close to Nuke charges. I don't think Dang's waking back up anytime soon. So we're gonna. I really would have. Oh, Chime. So Chime and
of
Marsh.
Course, it's in that chest. That corner chest is like the other TFC of this game. Whenever there's a loose item in Marsh, and because you always kind of do Marsh counterclockwise because of the chest routing and the chest density, it is inevitable that it will still be in that chest anyway.
Yeah.
Chat knows what I'm talking about.
I would absolutely love to see Darkmoon bring that white mage up, drag his butt to pop, and just see. Because if off the hard reset you got 4 zombies, like that's harmforable. So we're gonna go look.
He's going to pop, but not. I feel like Darkmoon is badly undervaluing this white mage, like really badly.
Yeah, Darkmoon definitely subscribes to the white mages are bad camp, and I don't. So, Frost Wolves, we could cake them.
Right? Yeah, those are cakeable quite easily. In fact, they don't. Yeah. They, as you can see, they don't have very good.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, we're bailed out, but it's not great money. You saw 1,300 gold there. We got
the real money comes from the zombies.
Yeah, zombies and giants. That's our money here. But we stick with what we can kill. And all right, so we're not going to get 25k before we run out of cake. Before we run out of cake charges.
Oh yeah.
All right,
this will be good levels though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Reese has finally escaped from the hell that is Marsh and is moving on back to Elfland, probably to start picking up some nukes, I would imagine.
Yeah. Cake on zombies could be a little bit
because
trickier.
Reese has no money.
Yeah, cake zombies can be a little bit trickier.
Real Super Pleb also pointing out that it is only when a lot of people think about Quake, they think that, it's bad and so many things resist it, and undead resist it. It is specifically spectral undead that resist it. Things like mummies can be quaked to death.
Yeah, the cake, it does have some weird permissions. I'm pretty sure like zombies can't be caked. Like they resist it, but yeah. But yeah, floating enemies and enemies that have wings, you're not going to cake them, or if they're from the sea. Except, I think Kaizokus, and I know pirates you can cake, and that's fun. But I've had pretty good luck caking ghouls and geists and stuff. But the zombies have a problem with. Alright. Still $7,000 short. Buy a couple houses here, Darkmoon. Buy like 3 houses.
These houses are... there we go. The houses are ridiculously cheap.
We got 1. Alright, so at least we can go back to Pop. We can kill some more wolves. Reesewulf gets his canal. Darkmoon headed back to Pop. Question from chat, what was in Marsh? Reesewulf found the chime in Marsh. Now, did we buy
Which means
cake?
that March and Astos are what we need for Flying Fortress access.
Darkmoon didn't want to deal with a 4-pack. Darkmoon, did we buy cake on our thief? Because our thief could be caking too.
I wonder if Darkmoon, in his sort of clear frustration here, has forgotten that the thief has full ninja spell access.
Yeah.
And and thus has basically black mage spells all the way to level 4.
Yeah, the thief, as pointed out in chat by Crabcakes, should already have level 4 charges, so...
Yeah, that's another reason I'm banging this nuke drum so hard. You can get that thief nuking things pretty quickly.
Well, especially and now the black mages have have charges of it now too, so...
Yeah.
But... this is gonna be slow if we keep just hard resetting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I wonder, I didn't see exactly if Reese found a bunch of money in Marsh, but we might already have...
Reese did not find a... Well, no, he probably found money in Marsh, but kept getting bounced out.
He's got no money. He's got $500.
Yep. Bring up the poor black mages so that they can actually kill things. And then Reese going to get the bad news that level 2 black is also pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking about, do I want a sweeper?
Yep, getting cake. And so Reese will have a quicker pirate fight than Darkmoon.
I also suspect that Darkmoon is banking on the adamant being something specific. So, in a bunch of practice seeds I did leading up to me getting covered in salt last night, I did find that it was relatively common for either floater or the item that was going to be floater was in an inner sea item shop, oftentimes Provoca. So I suspect Darkmoon might have seen something similar in his practice matches, and is grinding super hard for this adamant in particular, because he's betting on either adamant or TNT being the floater. And if that's true, then the whole seed opens up, and we can easily go get the money for everything else that we could possibly want in all our dreams.
Yeah, I think it's also, we don't have a free bridge, and you don't want to walk all the way to Dwarves to turn in the TNT, and then walk all the way back to buy the adamant, and then walk all the way back. So time invested here is time saved later.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if the time spent here is less than the time it would have spent going to Volcano and raiding the armory. Sure, there's monster in a box, but one dive will get you the information you need. Which boxes are spy, which boxes are free.
Yeah. However, both of our runners making basically the same decision, relying on Peninsula Power as opposed to the Volcano dive.
Now, I missed if Reese with the White Mage still up, I missed if he picked up Arm 4 or not. I don't think
he did not, because he didn't have the money for it.
Yeah. So we're caking all the dogs. And Reese not on a hard reset. Finding giants. If we get some lucky cakes to land, I don't think it's gonna happen. But Nope. 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 Oh, we got one. Alright. Alright. The dream's alive.
You want to see more than one usually, though.
Yeah, we got 2 more shots. Each one gets one. We'll be alright. Oh, nope. That's a reset. And Reese?
Dark Moon gets the adamant.
Reese, you're not going to cake a T-Rex or Tyro. Tyro's 200 MDef. 3 in 256 chance. You're not gonna do it. So a little bit of tilt looks like for Reese, and we're just gonna do some regular wolves.
Don't know about that play.
Darkmoon's
oh, he's looking for levels.
Darkmoon. Darkmoon. This is not the way to Elfland. This is not the way to Dwarf Cave. Darkmoon.
He is. I'm not.
Darkmoon.
I simultaneously hate and love this play because it is on the way back to where you want to go.
Sure.
And if it's early enough, then this pays off huge, and you just run your little tail like straight out of here immediately.
There's a lot of problems here, though. We don't have that harm. If we had that harm 4 and that white mage was as leveled as the black mages are, I'd feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, but say that pack, for example, Wake is not going to do much to that.
I love the play by Reese here.
Yes,
checking out Volcano. You know, maybe we get some money. Maybe we get a. Okay, so Darkmoon going to lean on that light axe.
Okay,
it's fine. It's fine. But without a sweeper, and goodbye, Danny. All right, what's in the boxes? We got 1,300 gold. We got a monster in a box. Oh, it's a fighter.
Hey, well, you're not going to
in our back pocket for later.
But
300 gold. So we got about 1,500 gold so far. 1,500-1,600 gold. Some jerk birds. Jerk birds everywhere.
Birdemic.
Another monster in a box.
Sahagin, you would quake these away if they weren't immune.
Yeah, I'd quake a lot of things away if they weren't immune. Defense sword.
Okay.
All right.
You like seeing that.
Yeah, defense sword's huge. All right, and decent money. So we got about half of the money we need for that adamant out of there.
Yeah.
And a defense sword.
Oh, and then you find Peds, though. That's
fine. We know the boxes to skip now.
Yeah. And what does Reese go back for? Does he try to pick up the, well, Darkmoon finds the bridge.
It's a bridge in a box. Yeah, he's going back. Reese is going back for the defense sword and the unspiked money. 100%. Yeah. That's what we came here for.
Okay. Darkmoon finding a flame -1. Finding mud galls and rock galls. This is real ugly.
Okay, so we just got the defense sword. So.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Oh, we get the ambush on the wraiths. Giant -3. That's a vendor sword. So that bridge is actually really nice. That's going to save Darkmoon a lot of time because we can, if we get out of here, we can walk. We can walk back past Canary instead of going all the way back down through this gross river system. Although it's maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get the ship out of ice.
Yeah. Right. Also, Bert bringing up my sort of T-shirt one fear. The plan from Reese here is to sell the defense sword for money.
No, he won't do that.
Once again, a pack that would have been real good if we had Harm 4.
It's fine. We don't need white mages if we're Darkmoon. We have black magic in a dream.
Evidently.
All right, Reese sticking with the 4-person party for now.
I don't actually blame him or hate that. Like, you want as many casters and as many bodies soaking up hits as you can possibly get in this particular party composition.
All right, and Darkmoon pretty lucky so far through the Ice Cave, up to level 13.
Yep.
As Reese hits level 6 across the board.
Yeah.
All right,
this is the thing really holding Reese back. He needs levels. He needs spell charges.
Yeah. And there's a boat. All right, so good news for Darkmoon.
We're on a boat.
Yep, no more boxes.
And he finds what he's looking for and goes. All right, yes.
You hate to see him skip those last 2 boxes. But yeah,
yeah,
I get
but
it.
at
Like,
the same time,
it's 2 steps. You don't know what's... Yeah. If you're not paying attention to the encounter table, you don't know if there's 2 encounters or an encounter in those 2 steps. But
and also, you at that point, right at the end of the dungeon, you do not want to find a monster in a box that is nasty.
Yeah, this is true. The monster in a box is the real threat there. So heads up, play. Reese
going back for Darkmoon's going back for his ship, and Reese is trying to build up enough money to get a nuke.
Yeah.
He's actually doing a play I did against Darkmoon in my first pods race, which is trying to grind up some ogres for just enough money to get yourself going. Which is a little bit super brain, but I actually don't mind it.
Yeah, Reese doing the old school ogre grind. So I think Darkmoon needs to remember that thief can cast magic.
Yes.
Otherwise, this party is not as powerful as it could be. Because Reese is taking full advantage of those thief casts, and
yes,
is going to have
nuke
starting
to come online.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just. I'm not even sure he remembers about nuke, because he's just going for the silvers. We are equipping the white mage, though. We might be bringing that white mage up at some point here. Maybe? We'll see.
Or you just put the cloth on it? I missed it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And going to check...
No, he's going to go take care of Astos.
Yeah, he's going to go fight Astos. I don't know how much I like this play right now.
It's fine. We have it's fine.
You are not going to be quaking him to death. No. That's for sure. No.
No.
Darkmoon. He's got like 160 some magic defense. This isn't gonna work.
All right. And the fog too. Astos with a spell script. You hate to see it. Lightning 2. Could have bought Lightning 2.
Yep.
Reese
but
still...
meanwhile, Reese buying some nuke, I believe, and is going to...
You're still short? No.
Yeah, now Reese is going to start bullying an Astos with something quite a bit more powerful than Quake.
Yeah, Darkmoon's going to be here until we run out of...
Alright, yeah, Darkmoon realizing that's a terrible idea.
Darkmoon, I think, is dealing with like fog of war.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we saw stuff, but we don't remember stuff. But we got key items we can turn in.
Yeah.
There's Oxyel, so pretty good key items. Like we're rod, loot, and key from Go mode.
Yep. And then Reese not immediately going in with the nuke. I would just be like diving in here. Yep, and what Darkmoon was banking on turned out to be true. There's the floater.
TNT from Bicky makes Ice Cave not required, so Reese... I mean, this is advantage, I think, Reese.
Yeah. Well, it's still advantage both players, because as soon as if Darkmoon remembers that thief can cast spells, and... Sure. And goes and gets some money from Cardia, he's going to be able to put nukes on everybody and just go.
Yeah. And Darkmoon should
you've got
remember
the
because
levels.
we have the tail, and he's going to go promote.
Yeah.
So.
Reese not being very aggressive with that. I don't understand why he wouldn't just nuke Astos into the ground there.
He didn't have charges, it looked like.
But he should. I thought I saw that.
He didn't buy it on the thief. He bought it on the black mage.
Yeah, but But Reese finding that floater and probably saying thank God, but also like sweating because, oh no, Darkmoon could have been. Both of these runners are thinking that their opponent was in the sky 20 minutes ago, and like they have both got to be just like so tilted that they're spinning like clock hands at this point.
Floater has a way of calming runners down.
Yeah.
It gives you a checklist of progression to do. Usually it involves Sarda, but for Darkmoon it's going to involve Cardia right away.
Yeah, I like this play.
Now,
not just for the promotion, but there's a lot of free loot here.
Hopefully, he doesn't forget about Sarda, because if you don't do Sarda right after getting Floater, you're gonna see
a lot of runners forget that. Yeah,
because Sarda on the way to Cardia, especially if we like Sarda with the slab, like it. Melmon's situated directly south of the Cardia Islands.
Yeah. Okay, Darkmoon, please remember that you can use nuke on that ninja now.
Well, yeah, he knows now. Like Darkmoon knows that the ninja's got magic. He just missed the early blessing, so feels bad. All right.
Okay.
Reese taking the land route to avoid those poison hydras.
I don't blame him. And we get housing. We get cash. We get another house. Not quite what we want to see. We're looking for the big money here, but I'm sure Darkmoon will certainly take it.
Reese making the probability play and going to go to
going to Sarda first.
Yep.
Getting that immediately checked off. Meanwhile,
the cube too. So
Darkmoon coming up with probably enough money to start outfitting people, and also coming up with a Sun -3, which you always hate to see.
Taco Friday here for the seed, as Sarda just being a jerk, holding on to the Titan's Ruby.
Sarda is the biggest possible dud, and yes, because of the logic and the fact that the randomizer knows that you can get the airship early, it will put the ruby. It will lock the ruby effectively behind itself. Oh, and Darkmoon comes up with the big money. And they both also find this giant pack. Looks like they're going to take it.
Katana -3. We got an in-game weapon. Oh, boy. Womp womp.
Katana -3. I hate to see it, but it still does huge crits. Oh, geez. And those iguanas are not screwing around. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, we just got our grind set up for Darkmoon. Let's go find something. We got a Katana -3. Go find something we can swing that on.
Yeah. Reese also doing the cardio looting. Our runners basically high-fiving here.
Yep.
Darkmoon thinking about, do I want to do that yet? They're like, nah, let's do Sarda.
Okay, he's gonna get his ruby, aka Taco. I wonder if he'll go feed the Titan.
I personally wouldn't, because we pulled 50k out of Cardia, so that's pretty much all the spending money that we're going to need for the rest of the seed.
Oh, it's not necessarily for money, but ribbons, Masa, Opal Bracelet, anything.
But,
Anything. Alright. Reese gonna do the adjustment plays here to get his party magicked.
And level 6 turns out to be the level 6 white comes up big though with Cure 4 and Life 2.
Yep, we saw that earlier. Darkmoon buying it on the deceased white mage.
Yeah. Okay, please tell me that Darkmoon has remembered that Nuke is at level 4. Starting to worry here.
Well, he'll find it again once we're back in here. And now Reese will get his Oxyale, or his Adamant, which will turn into his Oxyale.
Yep.
And Reese is going to be Rod and Key from Go Mode. As Reese was able to get through Astos, get that cube.
And we are now nuked and warped up. So Darkmoon is ready to start hitting the jets here, I think. And it's probably, I would imagine, going to immediately go get revenge on Astos. If I was in his shoes, that's what I would do.
Level 4 life, a good pick up there. I mean, we still don't have charges for the white mage, but looks like he's going to head into Marsh now with that level 1 warp, or that level 4 warp, and pick up the chime.
Yes. Now that Darkmoon actually has some travel charges, he's much more comfortable doing these dives. Which means that very soon our runners are going to be pretty much neck and neck. Like there's, I would say there is no clear advantage here, especially since Reese has not promoted yet. That is.
He promoted. These are his promoted sprites, I believe. He was in Cardia. I don't know why he wouldn't have promoted if we were in Cardia.
No, those are not the promoted sprites because the Valkyries of Light promoted ninja looks like a ninja. That is still a thief.
Okay.
So yeah, he went to Cardia and didn't promote. I think he might have forgotten that he looted a tail, which would be huge. Like, if Reese does not promote, that's going to be a huge advantage for Darkmoon.
I mean, he'll remember. It's also like the only advantage to promotion right now is being able to equip that katana -3.
Oh, but meanwhile, the Scorpions have Quad X and they lead off with it.
And there he goes. So,
that's going to make the upper levels of the Earth Cave pretty exciting potentially.
I mean, it should be fine. I would imagine we'll find Pro Rings soon enough and equip them on everybody. Pro Rings will protect us against Quad X and any other death elemental that comes out. So there's promotion. And all right, so there answers that question, if whether or not one of our runners is going to fill up their inventory to kind of save themselves from the monster in the boxes. And Reese just throwing all the swords on the ground in front of Bahamut tells me he's not going to do that. Darkmoon will be in a better position here when he hits the spike tile in front of the crown box with the Girth Sharks and Big Eyes. Being able to nuke that down, that's going to be another little experience boost as Reese is showing us a new
making
dungeon.
The ordeals play. Fortunately, these monsters are all pretty. Oh, the Big Eyes have lit 3.
More XP on that ninja.
More XP on that ninja, but boy, you do not like to see that.
It's fine. It's fine. We're just not gonna grind here.
Yeah. Like, oh, this is gonna be a great grind spot. Oh. Making good use of that heal 3, though. Monster in a box, 6 wizards. Just gonna say, nah. You know what? We're good. Yeah, Demon Frog pointing out that the Gersharks are also pretty large in this seed. So that's going to make...
Darkmoon, we got warp, buddy. What are we doing?
We have a warp charge. Remember? Well, okay.
Yeah, we got plenty of warp. Yeah, we got plenty of warp.
Okay. Darkmoon briefly thinking he had to walk it back.
Very good pillar maze here for Reese.
Yes.
Very nice. Already through the pillars. Darkmoon gonna be coming in right behind him. So all Reese needs to do is buy. We need a lot of levels. Only level 8 across the board at the 44-minute mark.
Yeah, that doesn't feel very good.
Feel pretty bad. But with B-sides and level 4 nuke, we should be able to get something off the ground pretty quickly.
Yeah. Or you'd think that.
Oof.
Also, Darkmoon going ahead with this sort of two-man strat at this point.
He's funneling XP onto his melee and his big wizard, and then he'll pick everybody up. And there's a wipe. Those worms are gross.
Burt Reynolds in chat besmirching the idea of eating pizza in the year of our Bahamut 2021. I'll have you know that I eat pizza weekly, sir.
Pizza is a wonderful thing, but can't eat it all the time. Be 9,000 pounds. My heart will explode. In moderation, but this year's spring tournament is brought to you by Papa John's Pizza and Stuffed Crust. This is Thundercloud, our Papa John's spokesperson, hanging out with us in chat. This cremate is just melting Reese's baby party without those levels.
Yeah. These are some rude Medusas with the sleep.
Would you call them rude deuces?
Possibly. Darkmoon very happy to see that nuke get off because he knows there's probably something real nasty behind that sleep. Go ahead and take this Whiz-Mummy back. I don't hate this. This is pretty good EXP.
It's better if there's more Whiz Mummies than mummies. Still looking for a positively rolled score.
-4.
That's
finds the slab.
Alright, so it's fine. Creeps, that's fine. Just run past these. So, still looking for a positively rolled sword. This is fine.
But 2 not getting it done, and here come the sleeps. And what do the Medusas have next? Slap. Slow.
That's
and they have glance.
Hey, vanilla glance.
Oh no! Reese wipes out of ordeals again.
Reese's missing levels here are coming back to hurt him. Darkmoon still's got to go take care of Astos.
Yeah, but that's gonna be like a complete non-problem for him at this point.
Yeah, but I just hope he remembers. Because we're not going to Astos. We should be. This is a very awkward.
We are going to. We're going generally Astos.
We're doing Slab.
Yeah, we're doing Slab, and then I bet he's going to do Astos. Also checking.
I will take that bet, Space Drake. We're going right to Lefane.
I have faith. I have faith in my fellow Vorpal Pod member.
Ooh, level 5 temper. At least we're going to get some charges of that.
Yes. That is going. That ninja's any deficiencies that ninja has in like pure damage have just gone straight out the window.
Oh, Pro Rings +1. That's a good find.
Pro Rings. Expensive, but worth it. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that that Darkmoon hasn't brought Dingwu up yet, because clearly we are filling out that spell book to actually do things, but the best stuff is a bit higher up there. You are going to need some levels on that white wizard if you want to actually do stuff.
Dingwu's level 1.
Yes.
He's not coming back up anytime. So we're going to check spike tiles here on Earth.
Yeah. Possibly. Well, no, we haven't found the rods, so we are not going to do.
Yeah, no. This is a spike tile check.
Yes.
All right. Looks like Reese finally got in and out. And Nightmare Badman, we can work with that.
That's not the worst.
We can work with this.
Nightmare Evil Man would potentially be better, but
oh yeah, that would be way better.
And we can just use the. I would use the. No, I wouldn't use a nuke to clean that up.
No.
Okay. Just nuke this down.
Pew pew. Those pew pew strats.
Yes.
Now I wonder if Reese is going to head to the desert. We've seen desert grinds be very popular. If we find sandworms off a hard reset, that ninja nuke could be pretty good.
I mean, Reese knows he needs like levels at this point. He is literally dying for them. Speaking of sandwiches,
yeah, I like a sandwich.
Like that's was that off the reset? Is that a pyro?
He's just walking. He's just walking.
And the sandwiches are nice and chewy.
Nice and chewy? You like your sandwiches chewy?
Nice and biteable? I don't know. I'm saying things.
Sumptuous. I think that's the word. Got a good mouth feel.
Okay, Bracken Ice 3 on. I would not take. Well,
Reese, remember you got the dang adamant. Please.
Okay, and
Gaia Res shop. Rare Gaia Res. You don't see it happen often. Nope. Especially when we're going to Lefane.
Oh boy. Now hey, I wonder if Darkmoon is going to take a fight here to start getting Dingwu some levels.
Space Drake.
Yes.
I won that bet. Darkmoon did not go to Astos.
Yeah, you did.
I like my pizza with pepperoni and sausage and hot peppers, so thank you.
And Darkmoon remembering that you cannot guillotine away any of these NPCs and getting the white shirt for his trouble. That is some real good white wizard armor, I'm just gonna say.
It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so ordeal's not required. Adam Roop hanging out in chat saying Lefanish giving the white shirts off their back, literally.
Yep. Oh no. Darkmoon has Darkmoon finds some steak that he is absolutely going to shove it in his mouth for the sake of Dingwu. But he has absolutely forgotten about the cube being on Astos at all. He now thinks it must be in Mirage, and it's a nested unlock.
I don't think he thinks that. This is just a cheeky gamble, I think, because we still have Waterfall and Sea on the table for Darkmoon to possibly think that cube's in. But yeah, this is an interesting check for Darkmoon, or unless he killed Astos, and we all just missed it. But I don't think he did. Alright. So Darkmoon gonna continue up and potentially bounce off that cube plate. And still running some stuff.
Retro Gaming, I don't even know if I want to take that bet at this point. Also, both of our runners just have to be not quite in a blind panic, but absolutely thinking they're a million miles behind at this point, because we're approaching 55 minutes and no fiends are dead and we are not in go mode. Even with the trash fire that this seed has been, you feel behind at this point. Like, you're thinking, oh, okay, my opponent was in the air 10 minutes ahead of me, and they are just, like, ripping through objectives and are checking so many things that I'm not.
Oh, 2 eyes in a box.
Take this
monster in a box. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Get some of those Dingwu levels.
Yeah, level 21 on the ninja is pretty good.
Yeah.
Take the fight.
Take some more vampires.
Because you're gonna bounce off that cube plate. Might as well get something while we're here.
And Reese making the same play that Darkmoon is, but he does have the cube.
Yeah, so this is a better play for Reese.
But is he going to full clear the Flying Fortress? That's the question.
I mean, we're here. We can trench warfare this. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold box.
No, Demon Frog. Neither runner has checked Waterfall yet.
And I don't think we... Yeah. There's the cremate. So... Reese, please get some levels. Please get some levels. Reese, this is not how you get levels, Reese. Running is not XP. So was this just a... This was just a cheeky Mirage check. Nope. Now we're gonna walk in and bonk off this this cube plate. So at least when Darkmoon resets off this cube plate, he already walked out and saved it. So
yes. He's totally thinking that he killed Astos.
Yeah. Yeah, both of our runners seem to be well, Reese seems to be fight adverse, and I don't understand why. We have the nukes. We're not going through Sky in one go. At the levels we're at, this has to be a slow trench warfare kind of exploration. And we have to be methodical with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, question from chat. What happened to Darkmoon at Astos? Astos would not fall down to a cake because that's a very low % chance to hit, and Dark Moon reset out of that.
Yes. By default, in the base game, Astos has shockingly massive magic defense, especially for his position in the game. Like, he has really high just defense and magic defense in general. And Darkmoon remembering. Oh no.
And at least we're warping out, so we're saving that XP that we got on the way up. So there's that.
There's that. But, yeah, in the vanilla game, although he has significantly less HP, Astos actually has more physical and magic defense than Lich does. That is part of the reason he is such a pain in the butt for, like, younger and newer players of Final Fantasy 1 period. Like, you go, like, turn in that crown, and you discover that Astos can be a brick wall who, like, enjoys killing one of your party members, like, from the get-go. He will happily just rub out one of your light warriors just on his first turn. Okay, and Darkmoon kind of hyper-focusing on Flying Fortress here. I'm a little unsure why. Because we do have both Sea and Waterfall still open to us.
The XP is really good, so he's maybe thinking of a walking grind through here, but...
Possibly.
You know, we're 3 items from go mode. We have 3 places to check. And... You know, well, 4 the key lock, so... We have 1 dud out there, and it is the Power Gauntlet. Both runners probably want that.
Yeah.
Level 5 Temper's nice, but Infinite Saber is pretty good with a -3 katana.
Oh yeah.
And no guarantee that we're going to find a better sword. Darkmoon refusing to take levels. So we didn't build a house outside. And Reese in a bit of a bind here.
This Chimera's just bullying the heck out of him.
Yeah, Reese, my dude, you gotta go get some levels somewhere. Or continue to throw yourself at Sky.
Well, Greynagas, that's nice. The Greynagas rolled low. The Greynagas can be a little bit of a nightmare sometimes because with our with the HP randomization brackets on this particular flag set, you can get either pretty squishy Greynagas, or because their base HP in the vanilla game is rather high, you can end up with some extremely tanky Greynagas that are just unbelievably obnoxious to try and kill.
Question from chat: have they found gold bracelets? Yes, they were in Canaria. They
rolled low and are super expensive.
Yep.
And no, Demon Frog, your eyes do not deceive you. Our poor Darkmoon actually forgot to get some more charges for his casters. Meanwhile, he is going to... I think he's about to regret that because he is now trying to take on this pack of Chimeras. Gonna have a much easier time with his extra levels, though. Danny is up there to level 24 now. Flame plus 4 is a thing we would have liked to see a couple of, like maybe half an hour ago. But at this point, it is of questionable utility for us. And I have to wonder, is Darkmoon actually going to try and full clear this dungeon? Is he going to take a swing at Tiamat?
I mean, he's got enough nukes. Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have the charges anymore. So maybe get the item and
exit out. Maybe.
I doubt we have exit charges.
Yeah.
Exit was level 5. So I don't think that white mage is level 12 yet. And if it is, it's because we got it in here.
Yeah. Oh, the white mage is much higher than level 12 at this point.
Right, but was it level 12 before we didn't house and come into Mirage?
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Reese, speaking of levels...
It's got 2 charges of exit. Okay.
Yeah. Quad rock goals. We're now really feeling that lack of nuke charges because that would have been tasty to take. That would have been delicious. These higher floor flying fortress encounters are incredibly EXP rich, and not being able to take them is kind of a feels bad moment. Monster in a box. It's steak and wings. Something spicy steak.
Yeah. Demon Frog pointing out that these monster in a boxes that we're walking past and running from could be Power Gauntlet.
Yep.
And we wouldn't know.
We do, however, find a ribbon, and Darkmoon is going to take that very happily. And we are about to find out if... right, but Reese also has to run from these. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, everybody running from boxes when we could have done the monster in a box manip and fill up with iron hammers and cloths. So we would at least know what we're running from, because if it's just gold, like that's great. But if it's Darkmoon at least full up on gear, or on armor. So if it's Power Gauntlet, we'll find it.
But he wanted the Zeus Gauntlet, so that the white mage can do something.
All right. So as we come into a little over an hour mark, Darkmoon still has yet to find the incentivized item here in Sky. Skip Sky 2. Reese currently clearing out Sky 2. And it's either on Sky 2 or we walk past it in a monster in a box. So big shout out to the raid coming from SpeedGaming 4. If you're watching here, this is Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament, the round of 64 bracket flags between Reesewulf and Darkmoon. Both runners looking to, and there's Reese finding the crystal. So Darkmoon about to get the crystal here too. There's our incentivized item, and now it's decision time for both of our runners. What are we doing?
Darkmoon is going to go fight Tiamat right now.
It's a bold strategy, Space Drake. We'll see how it pays out for him. I would have loved to see an exit and a house and then come back in.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Tiamat gets the better of us. We have the one ribbon, but Tiamat could have damage, poison. Tiamat could have thunder. This is a spicy play. Never mind that we could bump into Warmech on the Bridge of Destiny here with a truck ton of skills and spells from the Fiends Revisited in the Temple of Fiends.
Yeah.
This is
bold
play
for
like
Darkmoon.
Yeah. It's a gutsy play. I mean, if you're feeling behind, this is what you got. This is probably what he thinks he's got to do. But when your tournament life's on the line, I think there's value in being prudent.
The thing is, though, you're an hour and 7 minutes into this thing when an average seed takes between 75 and 90 minutes. You are feeling the crunch. There's
Warmech. So to be fair,
straight out of Warmech.
Sky is not that slow to walk back up. The time he spent, and there's a second Warmech running from that as well. And still getting good run luck here, but the time invested, I think, is worth the save. But we'll see. All right, so we're gonna jiggle our party around. Put Dang up front. Nope. insecure about where we're going to put Dang, but now we're going to open up. We're going to throw Temper. We're going to heal up. We're going to White Shirt. We're going to Saber. And we're going to Temper.
Yeah.
Go ahead and call it, Space Drake.
Okay, so Tempers and White Shirt are going out. Saber is about to come up. Tiamat swung for some damage, but not devastating damage on that first Black Wizard, and we are continuing to make our ninja very, very strong. Brackstrat's coming out and broken into pieces on the first try. Okay, nice. That is pretty good for Darkmoon. He's got to be feeling good about that. And at 108.34, we have our first orb lit on Darkmoon's side. Darkmoon is now moving like he's a man on a mission. Darkmoon is heading over here to Gaia to pick up a little bit more Brack. Spend all that money he got. And from here, I would guess that we are going to head straight to... Yep, we are going straight to... Well, first of all, we're going to pay Underhill a visit and see if we can stock up on some... Nope. Underhill does not have the goods for us. And yes, Petron making a really good point here. At this point, Darkmoon is ahead on levels. He is ahead on orbs, and he is now rounding the bend and is going to make both the check on Onrak and the waterfall check. It is not difficult to say that Darkmoon now has a reasonably good lead. Okay, Darkmoon gonna get this rest of this level 7 magic check and finds Invis 2 for his troll. And it's gonna find Dark and Lock 2. And that means that Fast has got to be locked at level 8, which you hate to see.
Nice.
Yes. And Bert pointing out that that Reese has been forgetting about the adamant check. And that is going to cost him time, and that is absolutely necessary because that's where our Oxyale is.
Yeah, you never know. He might have seen it while he was climbing the sky. So he's been in his item menu a lot, so he might have noticed it and is just going to do it when he leaves here.
Yeah. You know what? Darkmoon getting this really quick check on waterfall in. I don't hate this play at all because at this point, this is a high enough level party that you're not even sweating this. Like,
oh no, yeah, I like coming to water. Waterfall is one of those places I don't mind coming in even if I'm under level 10.
Yeah,
this is fine.
And the gas Ds are also hitting for Piffle and are just going to be free XP. Yep, free.
All right, but Reese taking on Tiamat here, and we're throwing out nukes. Nice roll, 280 there. 159, then we're defense upping. We're raising the evasion of our ninja.
We're ninja.
We're gonna. You can go ahead and call this one too, Space Drake.
Getting all the invis charges out, throwing away some nukes. I guess we're just going with defense and then saber charges. Although, yep, throwing out a single lock there. And then continuing to invis up the white mage there. I'm not quite sure what the idea there is. Okay, 2 hits for a $108. You know, looking to get a cure on that ninja, and you guys are putting some real offense out there. Oh no! Reese did not pick up Saber on that ninja. That is not good for him. Tiamat doing some swings and taking out the other black mage. We are down just now to a single nuke and a very evasive ninja. We are throwing around the mage staff, but unfortunately Tiamat resists fire quite heavily. Doing 22 damage. That is not the sort of damage you want to be doing against Tiamat. Okay. Doing a lit 2. Unfortunately, Tiamat resists lit, and the 17 damage from the mage staff still gets it done.
Never underestimate the power of chip damage.
Apparently.
It's a heads-up play for Reese. So it's got to feel a little bit better about the early wipes he's had.
Yeah, and that gets Reese on the board at around 112.50 with an air orb, and he is heading back to Crescent to revive and whatnot as Darkmoon begins a Kraken side dive into C.
Yeah, the big difference I think between these runners right now is Reese has the defense sword. Darkmoon is a guy that will not open boxes if he doesn't have to with the monster in a box, so I don't see him checking the armory. He's got a ribbon on his life caster. That is probably all the safety he feels he needs. Reese's defense sword play might come back to help him out. Because really the only difference between these runners at this moment is just the levels on Reese. Darkmoon lit that orb maybe 2 minutes ahead of Reese. Reese back in the Inner Sea, probably going to head over to Volcano, maybe finish that out, and then I would imagine probably go back to do that Adamant.
Darkmoon was more like 4 minutes ahead of Reese, but still, yes.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Reese going for the Volcano play. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said he was going to be doing. It's a proximity play. You're here, might as well get it done. Now, hopefully for Reese's sake, he did the mental math and realizes that Ice Cave is the ship. As he got the canal out of there, and it's the only other incentive item left in the Inner Sea for him. So, if Reese remembers that, that's good.
Yes, doing an unnecessary ice check at this juncture might be deadly for Reese's chances of winning this. But just in general, like, both of these runners are going to be playing more or less out of their skulls at this point. Oh, and I didn't see what that Agama did, but that took down the
Darkmoon finds a Vorpal -3. So still waiting to find a sword that's rolled up. As there's the herb here in the Sea Shrine, and now Darkmoon is probably done opening boxes.
Yes. Darkmoon is going to turn on the jets and head straight for a straight for a squid, turn in the 2 items back in the Inner Sea, knock out the other 2 fiends, and then he is going to be hoping that he is...
check Sharknado. Everyone's both wrong.
Proven that we all have no idea what we're talking about. Oh, just checking the opportunity chests. Okay. I actually don't hate that. You're hoping for maybe lucking into the Masa or a second ribbon or something, and those chests are more or less free. Especially when you know that you're already this high level and it's not going to be that much of a drain on your resources.
Yeah, and
those scorpions those lobsters are trying to be pretty mean. Those sea scorpions.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the right side of your screen, Reese is going to check the top left of the Agama floor. This is where people don't check a lot, but sometimes packs away some good stuff. Got a Pro Ring out of here, and a Heal 3 helmet. That's decent. A Heal 3 helmet's good for the ninja to wear.
Yeah, no, that's a really good hat, actually.
So while it looks like we're finding plenty of decent armor that's rolled up, still looking for a sword. Katana -3, Vorpal -3.
I also don't understand why that white shirt has not gone over to Ding on Darkmoon's side. I don't quite understand the thinking there.
Dang strats.
Hashtag Ding strats. Alright, so the white shirt going out. along with the Zeus Gauntlet, doing 61 damage. Temper and Saber going on the on the ninja. The slow comes out, and that misses the ninja, which is good news for Darkmoon. Sabering once again. Getting some more tempers out. No, going for Brack. 271. 67 damage. Brack. Ineffective. Double Brack. Ineffective. Ink doing ink things. It's going to be another shot of temper going into that ninja. That ninja doing 79 damage, not getting many hits. Hold going on Dingwu. Braxrats succeed. That is a broken into pieces a squid, and that is going to be 2 different orbs on the board for Darkmoon. And meanwhile, Reese is going up against a 6-armed snake lady, bringing out the nukes. Nuke does nuke things and blows away a Merilith named Carrie, and that's 2 orbs on the board for Reese. Question in chat. The Flame +4 would actually have slightly better hit and damage rates than the Katana -3, but even at -3, the Katana is going to have substantially better crit. Like, using the Katana is still the correct play here, and that's what Darkmoon is banking on. Okay, and so we have the key at Matoya and the rod at the Elf Prince. So that is going to leave us. Once Darkmoon makes this play right here, he's in go mode.
Yep.
And then Reese still looking for that loot, and I don't even remember where that was now.
It's a waterfall. So the power gauntlet here is going to be nice for Reese. Be nice to have.
And Darkmoon's also going to go ahead and pick that up, because it's right here, and he knows at this point that it is the power gauntlet, and he's probably going to want that.
Well, it'll likely be the bottle, but yeah. Bottle.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be behind a monster in a box.
Yeah. It'll be the bottle into the power gauntlet. Yes. Both of our runners just using speed and power here to clear out these monster in boxes, because this is loot that they've been trying to get all seed. And there's the bottle in middle left.
They've all got monsters in them.
Yeah. They're all monster in a boxes. I can't believe that.
Like, I'm also all the monsters in a box are in this room.
We locked this door for a reason, guys. And yes, Bert pointing out that the adamant has still not been turned in on Reese's side. I'm beginning to wonder if he forgot about that.
We'll see where he goes next, because this is like, we're following a progression chain here from the resupplying and Crescent to Volcano to Matoya to Canaria. Like, if we're following a checklist, Dwarves is next.
Yeah. Okay, and Darkmoon, now knowing he is in go mode, and is at most going to resupply a little bit, and is then going to just turn on the afterburners. I'm surprised he didn't do this in Canaria, but getting a ton of houses, getting all the heal potions you possibly need. Rest up here, and it's time to hit the afterburners. It's time to throw on the Eurobeat, because Darkmoon is just hitting the gas. Hey, Blaze.
Good to see you, Blaze. It's been a while. Hope everything's been alright.
Oh, alright, and it looks like Darkmoon is going to be checking the armory area just as a greed thing, looking for probably one more ribbon or a masa or something, because this is super on the way. I'm not sure I like this play, because you've got the tools you need now to finish out the seed.
Well, he's going to get that defense
really
sword, so that's going to be good for him.
Yeah. You know what? Reese actually picking up that. Picking up the power bonk, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's thinking this is going to be something else.
Yeah, you hate to see a race kind of go this way where a runner just sort of forgets about an item that they picked up early on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be real big feels bads, and hopefully in that menu moving around, maybe we saw the add-on.
Yeah, Reese is trying to remember what went wrong. He's not quite understanding why this is a power bonk. He will certainly take it, but... And Dark Moon getting the pro ring. He's not going to say no to that. And he is also going to pick up the defense here, which is going to help him out enormously.
Yeah, so Reese is like, okay, I guess Oxiel is in... But Reese still needs to do some math in his head, because even if Oxiel were here in the waterfall, that doesn't excuse... There's still 2 key items out there, so C could have one of them, and we know it has the herb to the rod. But that still leaves the loot in play, so when he gets the loot here, it's going to be big confusion for Reese until he remembers.
And meanwhile, Dark Moon is still doing some greed checks, but is thundering along toward the end of the game now. Like, every second that Reese spends... Oh, yeah, and after the armory, like, Dark Moon is not even slowing down for other chests. He has become a man on a mission. A man on a mission who is going to pick up one house. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Dark Moon is even starting to feel a little bit better, because once you get past the 120 point, you're starting to think, okay, either the dot done from the opponent is coming in literally any second, or they started running into a lot of the same problems that I did.
Yeah, the big problem, as being pointed out in chat, is the ninja historically doesn't get a lot of HP. And we've started with a even less vitality than we would normally have on a ninja, so we're going to need levels, because we go into Topher, and any boss has first turn nuke, we're out. We got to come back in.
Or at most, we are banking on some serious MDEF saving us. And the rolls managing to save us, if only barely.
Yeah, that's not the kind of thing I would like to gamble on.
Yeah.
Just get yourself at least the life caster over 400 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Question from chat. I rolled this seed. It's just it's been a dumpster fire.
This has been a dumpster fire without parallel.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, this is about as bad as these flags can go without being ludicrous. But we haven't seen anything super gross on the Medusa script. It's just awkward fetches and not the best magic. But nuke below level 5 is still really good. Yeah. So it's just early adversity and awkward routing just feels bad. But
and Reese now very confused and taking a moment to think. Finding the robot holding a bassoon is, okay, what did I miss? Meanwhile, as Dark Moon just goes thundering through Earth Cave here, having to kill 2 bats at once. Is pretty much.
Yeah.
So I am going to go ahead and say it. Like, even with the threat of, first turn nuke hanging around there, this is starting to feel like Dark Moon's race to lose. And all right, Reese remembers where the Oxyale is, and now he has the tools he needs to go get that rod and get into go mode.
I like the key lock checks here for Reese.
Yeah.
Got some gear and security, might find something nice here. Flame +2, pretty good for that ninja.
There's a non-zero chance that the Masa could be here.
Another ribbon. That's massive. That's massive. I would take this monster in a box, because this could be a Masa behind here. We have not filled up our inventory.
Yep.
And if Reese goes and checks northwest and finds a good grind tile, he could be in a pretty good redemptive spot here to get some, because he needs an advantage beyond a single ribbon.
Yes.
Question in chat, what percentage of monsters are in boxes? There are 40 monster in a boxes total in the game. So just a little bit of money. Alright, so flame shield and a ribbon, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Now, I would love to see a continuance of
Does not check northwest though, because Reese is now feeling desperately behind on finding that Oxyale. Like, he is not feeling the 130. I still have a chance in this. He is thinking Darkmoon picked that up earlier and is now like storming through the seed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, Reese has got a couple things going for him to catch up. The herb to the rod was at least crack inside.
Yes.
So it's not going to be the long sea play unless Reese decides to do mermaids first, and then it's just a bad feels. But still another ribbon out there, still a Masa out there, still looking for a sword that's rolled up.
Yeah, but meanwhile,
defense +1. But
Darkmoon has gone ahead and rolled over a speed bump and has lit all 4 of his orbs and is ready to take on Topher. I presume that right now he is just going to do one last little bit of restocking, and then, and he's going to pick up a little bit of level 8 magic from Gaia, because he definitely has the money for it now. And he is probably going to give us our first look at Topher here in a minute or two. And thanks to both what we've seen previously and our tracker notes... Oh no, he's... Darkmoon is going to go ahead and pick up that power bonk. I don't hate this, and hopefully he is going to also check the level 8 magic, because logically...
What levels are his black wizards?
They are in their mid-20s or so, I believe.
So he should have maybe at least one shot. Yeah, he's got 2 shots on each. Okay.
Checking the gear a little bit.
Darkmoon, you have the ribbon equipped on the ninja. Equip that power gauntlet.
I forgot to equip the power gauntlet, but at least it's in the right slot. Alright.
I'm going in without fast.
Yep. And at this point, I guess we can go ahead and reveal that our bold tracker, Burt Reynolds, did do a little bit of checking and found out that Wadex and Fast are in Gaia.
Yep, but here 132.05, Darkmoon's in.
So Darkmoon is going to do this without those spells.
Yeah, without the spells, with a single ribbon, and the ribbon on the ninja, not on our lifecaster. This is treacherous.
It's treacherous, but as a fan of like bold plays, I don't hate this. Like, we've gone past the 90-minute mark. it is time to either go big or go home, and quite literally in this case, because if you lose here, you're done.
See, I have a different mindset. I think it's an hour 30. Sure, you probably feel behind, but it's an hour 30. Your opponent hasn't finished. It tells you a couple things. It tells you either they hit the same adversity through the seed as you did, and they're right there with you, or they're struggling in Topher. And if it's the latter, or if it's the former, I want to be prepared for Topher because I don't want to do Topher twice.
Right.
And going in there sort of aggressively can pay out if we have the tools to take down Topher, but I don't think we have those tools.
We have most of the tools. We have
the big tool we need is HP.
Yeah.
And any one of these fiends opens with a nuke, a nuclear, a zap, because again we have the ribbon on our ninja and not on our life caster. You know, maybe we'll see some gear jiggling around, but Dark Moon playing very aggressively here. It could pay out for him, but I would be cautious here. But we'll see what happens, and we're gonna throw out nukes.
Demon Frog, no, we did not pick up fast, and so we are doing this fastless.
Yeah,
that
so
is still not
the
worst thing with even a -3 murder blender, as we're seeing here.
Slow 2 could end this run dead, like full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right, and now we are coming on to the spicy floors. Dark Moon finding a lot of Agamas. Running from a lot of Agamas. Red Dragons. Thank you, but no. Grey Worms. Thank you, but no.
Check the carry boxes.
Hail Mary Massa. Putting those black wizards up front. Going in the carry, pumping some tempers into our ninja, and just like going straight on the attack. Are you doing an invis too? No, we are gonna go ahead and use a white shirt.
Use the free invis too as Reese goes to Kraken.
Carry 2, not hitting too hard. Doing 519 already, so we're just gonna pump a couple of nukes into this thing and say bye-bye. 360 and we're out. That is carry 2 done.
So far so good. Everything's coming up cherries on this slot machine.
Yep. Meanwhile, Reese with the engage on Kraken 1, getting that defense out, that is going to help, although Kraken is like an ink, and that's doing ink things. Deciding what to do next. Just going to go full speed and power with some nukes. Getting that ruse out, and... Oh, Kraken has Thunder, which is doing Thunder things. One Black Wizard goes down, but we're still fine. Ruse goes out. I presume we're going to see a heal 3 next. Nuke. The White Wizard does not have heal 3. Okay, then.
White Wizard's got Cure 4, though. But we're going to use Cure 3 instead.
Yeah. So not much effect, because goodbye to the other Black Wizard. Speaking of squids, we are pumping some tempers and some invis 2 into folks here on the...
Hey, there's a problem.
Oh, and that's a lead with Zap, and that's 2 wizards dead. That's something you particularly like to see. Yeah.
That's a big problem.
That is going to be spicy.
And there's another problem.
That's a bigger problem. Going for those defense strats. And there's damage poison. Ice 2, doing Ice 2 things. Kraken swinging and missing. Gonna power bonk up a little bit. Still missing. Ice 3, doing Ice 3 thing. He's the elemental spells, doing what they usually do. 869, and that brings down a brings down a squid, and we have to man mode this with a single light warrior for the entire.
You know the problem with man mode is there's only one target for slow 2, and we still haven't seen it.
Yep. That's what got. Ironically, that's the exact thing that got me when I did my match against Darkmoon in pods.
And that's a big hit from Tia. We are now.
That is a very large hit from
we
Tia. That's
are-
another large hit from
Tia's
Tia.
got spells. We're in trouble. And Tia's got spells, so.
Spells.
And we're not going to get through this. This is the bad feels.
Yeah, 5-3. That's doing 5-3 things. Miss. 5 hits for 70.
Open for Reese. If Reese finds a grind.
Yep.
Darkmoon needs an adjustment here.
And that's wipe number 1 for Darkmoon in Topher.
Darkmoon
are we going to go find more levels?
We need an adjustment, Darkmoon. Please, go get levels.
We are going to start diving right back into Topher.
Alright, Reese is going to get his rod and hit go mode. And if Darkmoon bounces off this again, the door's open for Reese.
Yes.
Reese needs levels. If we're checking Northwest.
Here we go.
Alright. So we're on B sides, which means there's a lot of tiles out there that we could use. So it's really there's 2 tiles here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of them will be good.
The B sides are, among other things, every single, pretty much every single Topher encounter in the entire game. So these can be incredibly EXP-rich tiles.
Mm-hmm. Fires with mute aren't going to work. Seafood party pet. You don't want that one either. Maybe TOF locked. Open the box. Open the boxes.
Open the boxes. But I don't think Reese has checked Earth Cave yet. So we're going to check all of these.
The Nightmare Evilman or Nightmare Badman that Darkmoon found is the best thing here.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw the Earth tile from Darkmoon.
No, we did not.
Yeah, we got the Undead Pack followed by the Nightmare Badman. Yeah, we
take it, Reese.
We can get some levels here. Doesn't feel great, but it's fine.
Especially since you can easily one-round all this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Darkmoon coming up again on Lich 2. Gonna pretty much blow past that and is saving resources exclusively for the Fiends. Reese walking it over to the Earth tiles. In the vanilla game, these are the tiles in which you find a single Earth Elemental / Noma, depending on which version of the game you're playing.
Alright, Darkmoon rolling the dice here back into Topher. We didn't see too much on Lich and Carry the first time through.
No.
But when we fight them a second time...
Yeah, we will have to see if they have anything
to opportunity for more bad stuff to come out.
Yes.
Alright, so not a good spike tile here with the mummies, but we're gonna take the fight anyway.
Dwight goes down. Still going for pure speed and power because we can bring that Black Wizard back up, and that's what we're gonna do. Carry 2 is down. Bringing up that life 2. Kabam! Meanwhile, as Darkmoon continues to poke through these seafood party platters, Reese is still looking for a grind and is probably just going to knock out Earth at this point, I would guess.
I'll be excited if he checks Earth 4. There are 2 more spike tiles at the bottom of Earth.
Yes.
They're pretty safe with in theory. But
yeah, I would absolutely check those tiles at this point.
Alright,
I have on some level right here we come up on Kraken 2 again.
Yep.
Will Kraken 2 do Kraken 2 things? Let's find out. So, Temper. Fight at nope, going to Defense Sword. It's a good idea. Temper and White Shirt also coming out. A little too late for Davis though. Temper, fight, and we're gonna do another White Shirt. That's gonna be 4 stacks of evasion for that ninja. A 362, a bit better. Zap comes out. Completely ineffective. Darkmoon rolled the dice, and they came up good this time. Going Zeus Gauntlet for 47 damage. Okay, Nuke. Doesn't do enough. Ice 2, doing Ice 2 things. Just going to go Speed and Power. 475 will take down a squid, and we can bounce up that Black Mage once again, and we will be moving on to Tiamat 2 again. And with 4 Light Warriors up, this will hopefully go a little bit better than it did last time. All right, whole lot of evil men trying to make Darkmoon's day a bad one. But the ninja says no. We go ahead and Defense Sword and White Shirt. Yep, going for pretty basic strats at this point. That Lit 2 is doing Lit 2 things, and that kind of hurts. That is going to be very, very scary if Tiamat has any kind of nuclear skill. Just going to throw out some nukes at this point. Trying to save a few more temper charges for when we have to fight. When we have to fight Chaos. Dwight going down again. Just going for a bit more evasion, and otherwise just relying on. Ooh, that. And Ninja is struggling a little bit though. Tiamat has pretty good amounts of absorb. Throwing all these nuke charges out on Tiamat. Wang doing a Cure 3 or Cure 4. Gets that Cure 3 out just in case. But doing 2 things. You have no more charges of that. Throwing out a Heal 3. Throwing out another White Shirt.
Reese got his 4th orb. Go find levels, Reese. You're gonna need them.
Yep. That katana's still not doing too much.
-3 is real bad. Alright, we're gonna go back and look for levels in the volcano.
Fire 3 doing Fire 3 things. The good news is that it doesn't seem like individually any of Tiamat's skills are all that scary.
What's up, Iron Goal?
Hey, it's an Iron Goal.
This solves some problems.
Yep.
This solves a lot of problems for Reese. Ninja with nuke on an Iron Goal tile. This is going to be good. So Darkmoon needs to get some levels here and get through this chaos on this dive because
Reese is about to pour some nitrous in the tank. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But we have all 4 Light Warriors alive and ready to go. One has completely expended nuke charges, but we still have plenty of temper charges, and we still have plenty of healing.
All right, what's Chaos going to do this time?
In a pretty good position. Okay, so temper, Defense Sword, and White Shirt. And Lit 3. Doing lightning things. Zap, zap, zap. But not that kind of zap. White Shirt, so that's 3 stacks of evasion on the ninja already. I'm hoping that we don't have wall. Oh no. Bane doing Bane things to the black mages. That's not so great. Gonna need to do some power bonking in order to get that attack power up. Relying on the White Shirt to get the rest of our the evasion that we need, and the white mage is in some trouble. Doing the fight, and just gonna throw a Cure 3 on that white mage so that it soaks up a little bit more at attack. But there's nuke. All right, Darkmoon weighing his odds. Just doing 500 miss. just gonna hold A and pray at this point. 300, doing consistently 300. 257, Quad X, but defense, nuke, and down goes Darkmoon again. Oh no, Chaos has double nuke.
Let's talk about HP's a problem.
Yep. Okay, and Darkmoon is looking for some levels and is heading straight for the desert in order to get them.
Yeah, this has been a popular play, but
Well,
you know,
let's see if it's too little too late.
We got 4 spike tiles here to check. Reese in a pretty good spot here. This is a very, very safe. I mean, we will have to. Oh, we got blue stakes. Was this off the hard reset?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good, but it's not gonna outpace the iron
The
golem.
incredibly squishy iron golem, because these things also rolled quite low on health.
Mm-hmm. And being able to just like exit out, pop over to Crescent Lake, get everything back.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
With 3 nuke casters, yeah.
This is gonna be a race because both runners are probably gonna finish their grinds around the same time.
Yeah. All right, we have dueling grinds going on. I would imagine that Darkmoon is probably looking for around, what would you say? Probably around 450 to 500 HP on that ninja. And Reese thinking, yeah, I'm good with these levels.
No,
let's go.
he's gonna go save. Oh, Reese, go save it and come back. I want like 600 HP on that ninja.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Darkmoon, you saw the double nuke. You know it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
You need like Rock Solid saying, you want 6 hits on that katana -3.
Yeah.
And I want 600 HP.
Oh, we are going into more than 2 hours here, Rando fans. I would go get a drink and get comfortable, because we're still going to be here for a little while. Demon Frog pointing out that we do have 2 ribbons over on Reese's side, although that's only going to count for so much against a double nuke chaos. Like, it almost doesn't matter what the other fiends do, because ultimately Chaos has enough HP, especially with the party we are forced to use, that you are all but certainly going to see that double nuke from Chaos, and your main damage dealer has to be able to survive that. Which, not looking great for Reese right at this hot second.
Ooh, Reese can do the TOF locks. Well, it's a heads up play. Alright, Darkmoon down to the solo grind.
GP 520, if you're asking why it's not looking good for Reese, the problem is that those 2 nukes, which come right after each other, can both do easily 300 damage, and it doesn't matter what kind of spell, what kind of elemental resistance you have. A ninja with a max HP of only about 340 HP or so, which is what Reese is sitting on right now, is going to struggle to stay alive against both of those nukes. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers at this point. 354 watching this match against Darkmoon EX and Reesewulf, and this is the round of 64 in the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament, and both of these runners are fighting for their rando lives, as the loser of this match is bounced out of the tournament. Well, Darkmoon continuing this blue stick grind as Reese begins the proper dive into the depths of Topher. Probably not going to have much of any kind of problem with either Lich or Carry, And gonna go ahead and take these take these Gurmedusas because this is pretty free. These Gurmedusas in vanilla usually have a very aggressive stone skill, but that got randomized away in this particular seed, which pretty much just makes them very squishy free EXP. And yeah, Demon Frog, it's almost a little shocking that nobody actually checked that tile before that point. That is actually something I probably would have checked on a earlier dive into Volcano, and if I'd found that early, I just would have been like, yes, please, give me this EXP now that I have Nuke. Dark Moon has officially crossed the line over into 6 hits on his ninja. Dark Moon is now menuing so fast that it's difficult to see exactly what the level of that ninja is.
$39.
39, yeah. He's looking to get at least above 500. This lower vitality is not helping this ninja get too much EXP. On the other hand, that Murder Blender with 6 hits and all that crit, even rolled down, is starting to do some real damage. Level 40 ninja.
With that minus to the vitality, like, we're seeing this is taking, like I said, ninja typically doesn't get a lot of HP, but by level 40, you usually have more than a 500 HP.
Less than 500, yeah.
Yeah.
We finally crossed 524, and Dark Moon's still going. He knows that either this is gonna pay off, or, like, you know, then he's already lost, and either way.
Yeah. Alright, 42. Not
still
enough.
Going. As Reese engages Carrie, and is pretty much going for speed and power, and Carrie's going to do Carrie things. See how many nukes it takes to get through Carrie. How many nukes is it to the core of a Carrie? Being pretty aggressive about those.
Still going.
Those
7
defense
hits.
Sword uses. 7 hits,
nice.
And Dark Moon is still going.
Nice max roll nuke for Reese, and this is where the dive gets real for Reese. If Reese gets better turn order luck here, it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Chaos could be, susceptible to that RNG loop. But we'll see what Reese does here with Kraken too.
But yeah, I agree with Rock Solid. I doubt that Chaos is going to do anything other than, nuke, attack, skill, nuke, and it's going to be a very sad Reese as he realizes, what is required to get past Chaos in this particular seed. Meanwhile, Katana continues to go burr. We are going to see it, chat. We're going to see the legendary level 50 ninja strats. Yes, it was Orange Kupo. It was Bane, Quad X, and then double nukes. This is a very, very mean Chaos.
Alright, Kraken 2 for Reese. We're gonna open up with some tempers.
Yep.
Get that katana activated, a white shirt, and defense sword. So there's the opening zap.
Oh, the zaps take out both of the temper casters right out the gate. That's even worse than what Darkmoon got the first time, I think.
It's fine. We have Ruse on both.
Yep.
We didn't see much beyond this from Kraken. This party could potentially live through this with the power gauntlet. So Reese in a precarious spot, but not. Oh, you hate to see the crit through a lot of evade.
Yep. Gonna heal up, and gonna power bunk, and gonna try and blender our way through this squid. And Dark Moon is ready to dive back in with the ultimate ninja.
There's a damage poison from
damage poison.
Kraken
Doing damage
too.
poison things.
But with double ribbons, it's not that bad.
Ink not really going to do the job for Kraken here at this point, and continuing to try and power bunk up through this Kraken.
I would have loved to see, as Crabcake's pointing out chat, I would have loved. We just spent 10 minutes fighting stakes. Just go to Gaia by fast. Like, it's either there or in Lefane, and we're right there at the desert. Just go by fast, please. But Reese threw Kraken too, and gonna life up and go.
We do have a level 26 Black Wizard on Darkmoon's side.
Yeah, Darkmoon's wizards were fast learnable before we went in the first time.
Yeah. And I started pointing out something I wanted to bring up. Each one of those Kier 4s that Reese felt he had to use is also eating up these Life 2 charges, and we know that this Tiamat is another resource sink, so we'll have to see how this goes.
And he definitely didn't stock up on heal pots before coming in here either, so I hate to see it. But we're going to go Temper.
Those are specific strats, but I wouldn't recommend them in this instance.
Alright, we're going to Temper, White Shirt defense, just like we did against Kraken, and hope that we don't open up with a Zap. Instead, we get Lightning 2. That's fine.
And we are now officially past the 2-hour mark. Getting some locks out there. White Shirt and another...
Chat saying that he's got 23 heal 3s, but where Darkmoon forgot that the ninja had access to, or the thief had access to black magic, Reese appears to have forgotten that the black wizards have access to level 1 white magic. So those black wizards do not have heal 3.
Getting some more tempers out there. Oh, Lich has nuclear, but it doesn't really manage to do much. And we are just gonna go powering through this. Stun, lol, no. 8 hits for 242. And Lich 2 is down once again on Darkmoon's side, and he's like, why didn't I see that previously? 5 hits for 440 on Reese's side. Fire 2 doing Fire 2 things and killing both of the black mages. You kind of don't want to see that at this point. 650. Istia has rolled high on its HP. 503, it's down, but what does Reese have left in the tank? Question mark.
Did not buy heal 3 on the white wizard either.
Nope. We have no heal 3s at all.
So Reese gonna get a shot here at Chaos. Opportunity to kind of snatch this away from Darkmoon.
Yep. We will have to see how this pays off. We have exactly enough heal pots to bring the ninja back up to full and get everyone else to reasonable HP levels. A little bit of party jiggling just in case we get an attack. Yep. And going to say hi to Garland. Garland giving us some backstory. Gonna rejigger the party a little bit more. Do a little bit more curing.
Alright, everybody's topped up. Let's see what Chaos does for Reese.
Alright, we are into Chaos on Reese's side. Okay. Temper, doing temper things. Defense. White shirt.
Alright. Good turn order.
Yep.
Chaos with that Lightning 3. fine. So keep those tempers pumping. That's all those black wizards are good for at the moment. We might need their locks, but they might not survive this next round. So this will get the ninja with 4 tempers into it and max evade after this
and
round.
Meanwhile, the on Darkmoon's side, Kraken kills everybody else. Poison smoke taking out the taking out the black wizards for Reese.
All right, and now
we are looking at power, and there's nuke number 1.
Oh, there's a big clinch for Reese. So
Reese getting the bad news.
Gotta swing.
He's got to go for it.
We got 2 cure 4s.
Yep, we do have a cure 4. Big swing. Let 2. No, the ninja goes down.
The turn order.
The turn order gets him.
All right, so that feels bad because now we don't have a way through this. We're gonna chip damage. We got like 700 damage in before the ninja went down. So yeah, this is a problem. There's a reset. Reese gonna go back and hit some more iron goals. Hit the gym again.
Meanwhile, Darkmoon continuing to bonk and defense his way through these bosses. It's a bit easier to do when your ninja is level 50.
Now, Reese will get his ninja. Probably not up to level 50, but we might see more of a party focused grind here on these iron goals for.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see.
What you want to see 4 worms.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm expecting we're going to see Reese probably go into the mid-30s here. Is what I would be thinking. Like get everyone kind of beefy and get them some MDef and HP. And Reese's stream giving out a little bit here. We'll try and get that back. And into chaos. Defense. Let 3, doing with 3 things. Defense. Bane. Not working because yay ribbons. Defense. Max evasion. Nuke number 1 coming out doing 400 damage. We don't want to see that again. 23 damage. And we are in a lot of trouble if nuke number 2 comes out. That was a literally maxed out nuke, and Darkmoon goes down again! Oh, this Topher! We're at 205 viewers, and this is still not over, and Darkmoon soldiering right back in there.
Go fast.
Even at level 50, with the absolute maximum MDef that ninja can have, did not get any decent magic evasion rules on those nukes at all. Will Bloodworth with the comment that this is the darkest timeline, and I am inclined to agree.
It's fine. I mean, this is a good race. This is what the folks come out for. You don't want to see people like to joke that sometimes Randomizer is too easy. Well, here we go. Watching a couple good runners give it their best. Alright, so Reese continuing the microwaving of the iron goals, and Darkmoon continuing with the head against the wall strats. See which one pans out first. A question from JD Silvergun in chat. Why do they have this specific party? So our runners agreed to do what we call 4 forced, where the randomizer can determine your party for you. And this is the party that the randomizer gave them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty, I mean, it's an effective party. The Thief, Oreo, any sort of melee class Thief, Fighter, Black Belt with an Oreo set of mages is going to be pretty well good.
Yeah, but the problem is that the spell selection ended up, the randomization of the spell levels ended up being a little bit problematic, and
sure, in the early game, but I think now we have the tools. Like it's just a matter of one of our runners going to find Fast and Gaia and Reese buying heal 3s, because otherwise, I mean, we have heal 3, we've got plenty of cure 4s, we got life 2, we've got nuke, we've got temper.
Mhm.
We've got the right toolkit to do this. It's just runners just sort of got their blinders on and don't want to go back to towns that we've already left.
Yeah.
But yeah, the weapons all rolling negatively feels real bad too.
Yeah, and both of these runners at this point are just absolutely like loopy, more or less, because you're at 208 and the other guy has not done, and you know, okay, they did see that chaos and they've gotten bounced around easily as hard as we have. And Reese going back and either healing up or getting ready for another.
Look at white magic. Please look at white magic. This isn't the white magic shop. This over there. That's over there. Not in there. White magic shop, Reese. Please. Reese, please.
Chat, I am actually making. Oh
my god, he saw my vision board. Look at their hands going up. Look at their hands going up. They can all learn it. They can all learn it, Reese. Go back and get it. All their hands went up, Reese.
And we are back on Kraken 2. And Kraken 2 is going to do zap things.
My mind.
Or it's not going to do zap thing. It's just going to punch Davis for a lot of damage.
Right, at least we got one heal 3 caster.
Yes. And
hey,
Katana go burr, and we are through Kraken 3 again with basically four light warriors. That is a pretty good position for Darkmoon to be in. Sparkly vampires doing sparkly vampire things! Oh no! The Whiz Vamp had nuke all this time! What is this seed?
Welcome to the show, folks. Final Fantasy Randomizer. It's not always this, but tonight it is.
Rock solid with the suggestion, just forfeit now. Just, I am like. Chat simply cannot believe this development, and frankly, neither can I, because we've seen like a number of Whiz Vamps prior to this, and none of them did nuke. This is
a classic
really
gamer making the comment that here he thought I used to roll easy seeds. That was pods in brackets. Apparently, I got that good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we are doing this without any freaking white mage. Apparently, gonna get going there. Trying to go with burr. 345. Fire 2 doing Fire 2 things. Rip to the other black mage. Okay, just hoping for good resistance rolls on chaos.
Once more at the slot machine. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Let's see. Chat, I think my hair is going gray just watching this. I cannot even imagine what it's like for these runners.
All right, Darkmoon, shot number 3, defense sword, chaos punch, missed. Good sign. Free round. Lightning 3 is fine. Bane is fine.
Doing nothing. All right.
Nukes
Here
is
we
coming.
Go.
Nukes is coming. There's a nice low roll there, and we're gonna fight. 7 hits, 442. Jiggle that menu. Get this. Oh no, honey baby, we got a defense store. We only got 2 stacks on. We only got two Dark Wound, 2 stacks. We need one more. No, we don't. Nuke's gonna come. Okay. You're welcome, Darkmoon. Figure it out, buddy. All right, Reese on to carry 2.
Chat, I'm just about to like flop over in my chair.
Well, good thing for us, there's not a race coming up behind us, because we might be here a while. I pulled marathon comms earlier in the week. I could do it again.
Oh.
This is fine. Maybe they'll end in a tie, and we can do this all over again.
Oh, gosh. Marathon comms, best comms. Yeah, sure, El Markin. We'll go with that. Well, carry doing carry things, not quite killing that black mage.
Now that I've kind of put it out in the universe, I'm kind of here for it. I'm here for a tie.
Oh no. That would be the most this seed ending.
All right, Reese once more through the second little speed bump here, conserving those cure 4s and lives, and this time we got our heal pots in the right spot. You know, Reese not a fan of the auto sort inventory, so. Question from Rich Burke: how would they end in a tie if they finished within 1 second of each other? Just like Lord Fizzlebeef and Ailmarkin did earlier in the week. It will result in a tie, which we'll go back, we'll retime it, and if it's still within 1 second, we gotta do a redo. Probably not in the same night though.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the same night.
Oh god.
Oh, Money Marks, there's no guarantee if we end up in a second race that Food Talk won't happen. Food Talk didn't really happen today because I'm not hungry during the race.
And meanwhile, I was eating dinner during this whole race, so I'm all good on food.
What happens on a double forfeit? I offer both runners a hug. I would consider that a tie.
Yes.
Last person to forfeit wins. Let's go.
Sure.
Center for Competitive Forfeiting Stress. Let's do it. All right, Kraken 2, what you got? We're doing the tempers, and we gotta step on the gas here. But we're gonna do the same thing, and there's the zap.
Zap. Yep, and goodbye to our black mages once again. Because really, who needs black mages?
I mean, second dive, same as the first. We gotta make adjustments. Darkmoon's at least making some adjustments, dive to dive.
Granted, there is only so much you can adjust when it comes to a lead zap, aside from maybe trying to find the black shirt.
Oh, well, this is a reset for Reese.
Yes.
Call him Reset Wolf. Ha! The adjustment you make for first turn zap is you take those black mages, instead of having them cast Temper, have them cast out a nuke, because you know that you're probably going to lose them in the first or second round. So if they can throw out some chip damage in the tune of 100 to 400 damage, let's go. Let's do that. Yeah, that's an adjustment.
Bassoon's been getting played a lot this seed. Toot. And Reese is heading back down through these Jimmeras down into the guts of Topher.
I do want to point out, on our Discord, which you can join if you're out there listening to this, FinalMinutesRandomizer.com, you can find a link to the Discord community. At 8:36 p.m. Eastern tonight, in the Spring Tournament discussion channel, Reesewulf declared with the utmost certainty, "Here's hoping our seed is the most spectacular of dumpster fires." Sometimes wishes do come true.
Sometimes wishes come true. And also, it looks like Darkmoon did make the adjustment that you were talking about. That was a double nuke coming out.
It's a heads-up play. A veteran move, if you will.
Oh, but because Darkmoon has only one ribbon, the white mage goes down.
So, 5th, 1st, same as the first.
Yeah.
Darkmoon. Maybe get some levels on the rest of your party, so they got HP, and maybe we'll buy fast.
Alright. Yeah, maybe even the check fast there.
Nuke's coming out. Alright, Lich 2, time for Reesewulf.
Demon Frog, might one say gas, gas, gas?
Duskbloom, hanging out in the Discord, making the GIFs. I love it. You could say that our runners here are trying to make the best of the worst with this situation.
And we are down to heal pot strats, which is a position you never really want to be in. Reese once again getting through the carry 2. And we have 2 Light Warriors up for this Chaos attempt. That is an improvement. That certainly will be more attack power on that ninja for the final blitz to bring down Chaos. And we're going to have to see what Chaos decides to do.
This is the first time we've got the Chaos with 2 Light Warriors for Dark Moon. Let's see what he can do. Alright, we're going to open up with the Tempers.
Yes.
Temper power. Temper defense.
Yeah.
Lightning 3.
Pretty good.
White in half. Another Temper. I would throw out just a lock, because I would be throwing out locks. We got some good hits earlier, but the ninja can effectively temper himself. It can't lower the evasion of this Chaos, but there's Bane.
There's Bane, alas. Still though, that is 2 Tempers, and we are just gonna hit the gas immediately. 274. Okay.
8 hits. Alright. 1400 damage.
Yes.
Lightning 2, okay.
Doing the things.
Nuke coming. It's 1800 damage. Almost to that vanilla HP. About vanilla HP, and there's Nuke. Okay.
And there's Nuke.
Let's make some adjustments, or keep slamming our head in the wall. Let's go buy Fast. Fast is a magic shop that we have access to. Fast is a thing we could have bought half an hour ago.
Fast is a thing we could have bought an hour ago. Let's be real.
Well, I get not buying it on the first dive.
Yeah.
I get it. I get scuffing level 8 magic.
Mm-hmm.
But when you grind to level 50 on a ninja, that's a statement.
Yes.
That I'm gonna be more stubborn than this seed, because I'm taking the time to take this ninja and drag him all the way to level 50.
Yes.
Now, watch out for the nuke vamps. Now, with a statement as bold as that, might as well put a punctuation mark on the end of it with Fast.
Yes.
Like, it's 35 seconds. 35 seconds. But we'll see what happens. Reesewulf through Kraken 2 with the ribboned Light Warriors. Pounding some heal pots. It's happy hour in Topher. Drink them if you got them. Water time.
Classic Gamer pointing out, you take the time to grind the ninja, but not enough to check for Fast. But also keep in mind that these runners are absolutely out of their skulls at this point. Most of these seeds take somewhere between like 2/3 to half this length. No one here, including your intrepid commentators, were expecting to be here for almost 2.5 hours and going.
Expect is a strong word. I was ready for it. I mean, with these runners, this was always going to be a great race, and now I think we're getting to see both runners coming up against difficult RNG on top of bad scripts. So this is what we're trying to test with the spring tournament. You know, sometimes it can be, unfortunately, just, you know, who got lucky where, who opened the right box to get the right thing at the right time. But this is when the seed is giving you the business.
It tests your knowledge of how the game works.
You have to make adjustments. And we've seen adjustments from both runners. They both involved levels.
Mm-hmm.
And today we learned that levels are just the first adjustment you can make. There are other adjustments, like searching for magic, buying all the available magic that we can, because we want to, when you're going through the game as fast as possible, you want to be a minimalist. You only want to buy what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you don't need the full toolkit. This time we do. Like those Black Wizards with heal 3 could be huge for Reese. Either party would benefit from fast. And Darkmoon better prepared with having magic spells, and with the levels on the ninja, just the last adjustment he needs to make is getting fast. And like fast isn't the silver bullet either, because we need to have a black mage alive to cast fast.
Yes.
But Reese, gonna do it one more. Let's see what we got.
Yep.
Party up. So let's see if Reese makes the adjustment. I would like to see him throw some locks out onto Chaos from these Black Wizards. You know, like I said, that ninja can power herself up. Let's see what we're gonna do. We're just gonna walk that back. We're tempering the white mage. Thank you. Gotta temper the ninja. Alright. And we're gonna roost. So emphasizing evasion. And Chaos punches, Black Wizard survives, so everyone's gonna make it through this round.
Yes. I think Reese has a non-zero chance of pulling this off, especially if we hit 4 tempers.
Zap got Darkmoon's White Wizard. That's Problem Towns.
Yep. And then that's a punch that you don't want to see.
More tempers coming out. Alright. The
punches.
Getting punches, not spells. Punches, not spells, is what Reese needs to see.
Yes.
And Darkmoon continues to dribble his skull on Topher. And Reese with 4 shots of Cure 4. Lightning 3, that's the first spell out of Chaos for Reese. And we take out the Black Wizards, but Power Bonk and Heal 3 is going to put us in a position to be able to soak that nuke.
Yep.
As this should lift both of our White Warriors up over 400 HP.
There's Bane, though, and here comes nuke number 1.
Well, we'll see what he does. We're going to wait. Feeling pretty okay. And there's the nuke. High rolled the ninja, but we're okay. So I think we're going to swing and we're going to Cure 4.
Yeah.
Lightning 2. It's fine. We got ribbons. That's helping. But
that
Cure 4,
1.
we need to Cure 4 again on this White Wizard. We need to Cure 4 again on this White Wizard because nuke is next and we need Joan to survive. But we're holding A and praying.
Nope.
There. Goodbye, June. Joan.
Goodbye, Joan. But let's see. Stop. Is ineffective. And 479. Not enough. Blizzard.
Huh? Oh, there it is.
Terminated. And with a official race room time of 2:26:02, Reesewulf is your winner.
And Reesewulf, how you feeling, man? Jeez, bud.
Talk about that seed.
and we got Darkmoon in here too. GG's, fellas. Now, before we get into what this was, I do want to call out Reese in the spring tournament discussion channel 3 hours ago asked for the most spectacular of dumpster fire seeds. And Reese, first and last question for you from me. What's it like to have your dreams come true?
See, I was fine with the forced characters. The party's okay. It's just that very beginning was like, I can't kill anything.
Yeah, the beginning kind of sucked. And like until you could get around to provoke it and get Quake. And then the ending kind of sucked because all of it.
I ended up grinding on the iron goals in Volcano because it was the only thing I found that could die to a single nuke.
Oh, that's nice. No, I went up to Pop and just quaked Frostwolves until I got my Adamant, and that gave me like level 12, which was good enough to buy Adamant, of course, and then do Ice Cave on my journey back around to before, and expecting to go back past Crescent and through to Elf and all that, and then Bridge, I think, was in Ice Cave, and so I could take a shortcut to drop off TNT and Adamant.
I never even stepped into Ice Cave.
It wasn't worth it. I wouldn't say it was a complete waste. Okay, it was a complete waste of time. So.
I was like, okay, I'm not going to get money from Pop Grind with just Quake because the encounter table is not great. Mm-hmm. Screw it. I'm going to turn the TNT in. Maybe I'll be able to kill Astos, and then
that was the right call.
And of course the TNT turned into Floater, and I'm like, well, the world's open now.
Yeah, the one thing I liked about doing the Pop Grind when I did was when I finally had money to buy Nuke, then I had charges of Nuke, and I could just go do Marsh Cave and everything else and not really stress over it, you know?
See, I made the stupid mistake of buying Nuke on the Black Mage, forgetting that the Thief already had spell charges in all its spell levels.
Caleb, you want to ask something?
I was gonna commend the Pop Grind. It was like short of like knowing that if you had bum rushed the TNT, but you know, you're not going to do that when you see the Adamant for sale. Like, there's no way. Like,
and no guarantee the bridge is going to be there.
Yeah, without having to walk all. Yeah, so the blitz on Peninsula Power and getting the Frostwolves off the hard reset was an advantage for you for 2/3 of this seed. It gave you so many levels that just sort of funded your exploration through the game, where Reese was level deprived up until the first wipe in Topher, really.
Yeah, and you actually got into Topher like 10 or more minutes ahead of Darkmoon.
If it had been a kinder Topher, that would have been mine. But you know, that's Final Fantasy Randomizer for you. That's the slot machine.
Yeah, I was feeling good on that first Topher dive. When I got to Chaos on the first dive, I was like, okay, this is doable. Something is going to be bad here because I haven't seen it got done yet, and I didn't struggle on my way down.
Now, Darkmoon, what was it like on dive Topher 3 when we saw the Whizvamps with Nuke?
My God, I'm sitting there going, okay, I actually have people alive this time. I might be able to do something. Then they come out with Nuke and kill the rest of my party. I'm like, nope. Okay, man mode again. But even that wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't a double Nuke Chaos. A single Nuke Chaos, I would have been done with it. The double Nuke in a short spell list is it's so rude.
This seed for me was got bounced out of Marsh 5 times, got bounced out of Sky 10 times, got bounced out of Ordeals twice.
Yeah, I don't think I suffered once, and it's because of those pop levels I got.
Yeah, it was. I had no levels for most of that, and it's as soon as I got to the point where I was like, okay, I made it through Sky, I killed Tiamat. I was like, if I can kill Tiamat, carry's easy. I'm gonna go do that.
Now, I will say, I think the saving grace for Reese was doing those last minute keylock checks in Dwarf Cave. He found a second ribbon.
Yep. See, if I'd had that, I would have slapped that on my white mage, and then I probably would have gotten through on the first or second dive. But that was the gamble. I'm sitting there going, I gotta do this. I gotta risk it. And then when it came time to after 2 bounces, I'm like, okay, well, the only thing that's gonna get me through this is levels, because no guarantee where that ribbon is gonna be. I'm not gonna spend a half an hour digging the world to find it. So
if I hadn't found the second ribbon, I was going to be relying heavily on that wall on the white mage and just leave the ribbon on the white mage until Chaos.
Yeah. My final question, and then I'll let Space Drake do his thing. Regarding the blessings, Darkmoon, you seem to have forgot that the thieves had access to ninja spells.
I mean, I use them occasionally.
But I feel like it was after you promoted, you started using spells on the ninjas.
I use them occasionally. It was more of expediency, I think, for most of the time. I mean, if you saw, I did use warp off of him at the bottom of Marsh because I ran out of nuke and warp charges. Yeah, it was my default is to go to the black mages because they have it, but like I knew they were there. It was just
it's just with the ninja spell blessing, it gets spell charges a lot faster. So you would have had nuke charges at level 3.
Oh yeah. No, totally.
If it makes you feel any better, I forgot that the black mages could learn heal 3 at level 1 white.
That was my follow-up question, because you went back and learned it on the white wizard.
Completely forgot about the blessing altogether.
And their hands were in the air, and I was yelling at you, my dude.
I was in tunnel vision mode. I was just like, I need to get done. I'm way behind. I felt behind that whole seed with how long I floundered at the start.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was tunnel vision was part of what got me in the end, because I kept for 3 dives there, I absolutely meant to move my ribbon from my ninja to my white mage and just bank on level 50 MDef, hopefully resisting the zap. And then every time I'd get in, I'd be like, okay, Kraken, let's do this, and I'd forget. Because I was 8-9 dives in. That was just total tilt at that point.
Yeah. Space Drake, you got questions for our runners?
Possibly, but I'm also just trying to sort my thoughts out after the 2.5 hour battle.
That was hell. I'm glad it's over. I'm just glad it's over. That's all.
I do have a question that both Caleb and I brought up. After a couple of wipes, especially Dark Moon, since you had level 8 charges available, why did you not go to Gaia and check what the level 8 magic was?
Because I hate buying magic that high. Only reason I even went for levels. It's true. I just hate navigating to that magic. So
I can tell you the real reason. I can tell you the real reason. Myself and Dark Moon are black belt players. Level 8 magic doesn't exist.
No. If I have to nav past the first page, I don't want to. I should have gone looking for fast.
Push up. Push up.
I know. Well, and I got the devs to put that in, which is really stupid. I asked for it.
I made good use of it. I made a lot of use of it.
I know. No, if I had fast, I probably would have had that chaos down on one of the times when I actually had people alive for him. If the rolls had just gone slightly better, I had to think I was within a swipe or so of chaos more than once.
I was clenching at the end there.
Yeah.
It looked like he was near max HP. It looked like, which was crazy.
What's max for this flag set?
Like 3,000.
3,000.
Yeah, then there was at least one. I know I dropped like 2,600 into him because I was counting, and one more sword swipe I would have had it. And I'm sitting there going, okay, yep.
When I did that first attack with the ninja, and I'm like 900 damage. I'm like, okay, this should be good. And then the next 4 hits were like nothing.
Yep, I had that too. Yeah, just swiping with paper. There was every time I'd get past Kraken with anyone left alive, I'd look at my party and be like, okay, I need you guys not to suck right now. Never once happened.
It's okay. I found baby's first Vorpal, and it was really bad.
It was so bad. Like a -3 Vorpal after you found a -3 Katana. Right. What's even the point?
I'm curious because no one found the Amasa, so I'm going to crack open the seed and see what Amasa rolled.
I'm pretty sure I saw the X-Cal and it rolled
just
down.
-4.
Use it.
Honestly, even with it being -4, I might have tried it once if I'd found it, just to see if it somehow managed to be any better. Because the base damage
white mage.
Yeah, see, there's that too. Not that they ever survived, but one of the times
I had 2 ribbons, and I was like, I could probably kill it with a Masa. Because on that first dive, if I had a Masa on the white mage when my thief went down, I would have kept going instead of resetting.
Oh yeah, if I'd had a Masa on any of my guys on any of the dives where someone made it through, again, I think I would have had it. It was always just within a hair's breadth of finishing it, and it is what it is. I'm honestly not upset to lose this one. Reese is a great player, and this was exactly what I wanted. I wanted a trash fire. Long run though, I think this time around Topher won.
Painful is when Kraken 2 punches your white mage for its full health through max evasion.
Yep. Yeah. I thought the dive I forfeited on, Carrie took out my white mage, and I'm like, well, that was my last dive. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I as soon as my white mage died on Kraken, I reset. And I'm like, Need is not going to make it through without him.
Yeah, I desperate tried every time I could get through, because Kraken, like, 2 rounds of nuke and sword, and you could get through him. It was just whether or not he decided to, like, zap down your guys or something.
Yeah,
so.
I was. He first turn zapped me on the first 2 dives, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hope that I get turn order, get the tempers off, and expect the black mages to die to the zap. And then he waited like 3 turns to zap me on that final dive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, GG's to both of you. I guess we go around for final thoughts. Reese, you're gonna move on to the round of 32. How you feeling, man? Final thoughts.
That I probably should practice, but knowing my work schedule, it probably won't happen.
Fair. And Dark Moon, you put on a show. You gave chat what they wanted to see. They wanted to see the level 50 ninja. And when you watch this VOD back, like there's so much hype behind that level 50 ninja. Both of you put on an awesome show. Chat was the real winner. I
considered grinding that ninja to 50, but I was like, I just need 400 health. That's all I need. If I can survive the nuke, we're good.
Yeah. So, Dark Moon, final thoughts, man.
I mean, it is what it is. It's the FFR slot machine. Sometimes it happens. If anything had been different, I would be through and Reese wouldn't, but that's the name of the game, and that's part of why we keep playing. It's those gamble plays and seeing what happens, and this has been fun. I'm happy I got as far as I did. I made it 1 step farther this year than I did last year, and we'll see if I can get 1 step farther again next year. So, yeah.
Nice. All right, well, So, Space Ray, you got any final thoughts, man?
That was Marathon, and I'm somewhat privileged to have watched it, but also my brain is paper at this point.
Fair.
I mean, this was everything we wanted, so, can't complain.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Space Drake for joining me in the booth for commentary, Burt Reynolds for doing the tracking behind the scene, Chat for hanging out with us. Everybody had a great time. This was a lot of fun. If you want to see more Final Fantasy Randomizer action, tonight we have a midnight special. Chad Burt taking on Gouda race should start just after midnight at 12:09 on Randmania 1 if you want to go watch that. I'll probably head over there and go watch that race. It's going to be a good one. Yep. So, I'm Caleb. I was in the booth with Space Drake. This is Final Fantasy Randomizer. Check us out on FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Join the Discord. Do the thing. Hit the buttons. See you guys next time.
Get some rando, and we will see you, viewers.